We're live.
We are live.
Live.
Live at 5.
Happy Monday.
Oh, is it happy though?
It could be
At least
happier.
we're kind of on the uphill, and then we'll be on the downhill. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't say everything. She was supposed to say Happy Hour Monday.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. It is
happy Hour Monday.
Happy hour on Monday.
Happy hour. Welcome everybody. How is everybody? There will be no football talk in the live coin Q&A tonight.
Thank God.
We will just be talking about coins and currency. Thank you very much.
Why, you don't want to talk about what happened to the Chiefs?
Shannon.
Sorry.
Anyway, it was a really good game. It was a really good game.
Well, you couldn't ask for more. I mean, overtime.
No, it was a really good game.
Not only that, I think everybody had cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and Sean chewed our fingernails off, but it's okay.
Yeah, 3 of them are pretty bare.
Hey, Sean, now you'll be good for whatnot. You won't have to worry about trimming them, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, nothing worse than being on whatnot and you have like really long fingernails and they got
you got to pay attention to. You're like, oh, better trim them up.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, I'm kind of a stickler for details like that because every time I see someone else sell, it looks like that they were working in the automotive shop or they've got picking their nose or something, and I get turned off. It's a presentation thing for me.
It's unnecessary.
What's up, Scott?
So, Sean, anybody else? Did anybody besides me
Joey
pick up the Liberty and Britannia coins?
I got the U.S. Mint one. For whatever reason, I was not able to get the Royal Mint one. There's something. Yeah, I know not everyone's the same, but my payment ended up not going through. Come to find out, I had fraud monitoring. They're like, "Whoa, what's this thing that you're trying to buy?"
I had the same thing with my debit card. I had to use a credit card. Yeah.
So by the time I figured it out, it was too late because I had to call my bank and do all that stuff. So, but I did pick up the U.S. Mint one. I just got one.
Yeah.
Just so I had that, and that was it. You know.
And Adam, you said you got both.
Yeah.
I got both. I wasn't planning on it. So here's my problem.
That Britannia one's expensive. The one in the UK was like 100.
It was like $120 after tax.
Yeah, it ended up only being 90 something for me. So I don't know. Maybe it's a tax thing, right?
Yeah. Well, they schedule the tax based off of where you're from, and Oregon is sales tax free. So
yeah. So yeah. So I got that one first because I talked about that. You know, it was only 12,500 minted, and we talked about that too. That I had a feeling it was going to be like the Pride of Two Nations set, that where the Canadian version was much lower mintage than the U.S. version. This played true with the Liberty and Britannia coins also. The Royal Mints version was much lower mintage. It's going to send what?
Yeah, I don't. Paula doesn't usually send stuff like that out to a grading company.
No. In fact, Paula probably won't be keeping it long either. It probably will eventually be up for sale. I'll be one of those third party, aftermarket sellers that you can get it from cheaper. No, I don't know.
If it's the Royal Mint one you're gonna sell, I might buy that one from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. See how it does. Like I said, my biggest problem is that I'm a bit of a completionist. So once I got the one from the Royal Mint, I was just chewing on it for like an hour, and I couldn't get it out of my head that I probably should get the other one, because I think that people eventually are going to want both. I don't know. I don't know. I don't predict these things. I try to avoid doing that, but I do think, and I could be way off base with this, but we've talked about this too, that I think that Charles may be a bit sicker than they're letting on. And the coin from the Royal Mint, any coin, I think that has his effigy or whatever you call it. What is it called? Effigy?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
it
on
works.
it.
His
Portrait,
likeness.
whatever.
Yeah, his image on it may go up in value because if he passes away, God forbid, I don't want that to happen. But if he does, there's so few coins out there with his image right now. So, I mean, it's, I sound like I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be so much more valuable, but I mean, that's just the reality of life, right? So, but it could be a factor. I don't know that I really honestly, I have a feeling that he's going to step down first. I don't think he's going to want to leave William, because Charles had so many years to prepare to take the throne. William hasn't, so there's so much he has to learn about it. So maybe Charles will step down to kind of let him take over duties. I don't know how it works over there, folks. I'm just talking.
That's what Nostradamus said.
Yeah. Hey, Mike Noodle.
That he would abdicate.
Oh, Mr. Noodle, I replied to your email you sent me. I wasn't sure if you got it. I do want to bring something up, and I want to personally congratulate Sam from Kingdom Currency.
Yes.
With the new edition.
Yeah.
Yay, baby girl.
Congratulations.
A little baby girl.
So sweet.
Yeah. So adorable. So congrats, Sam. Beautiful young little one there for you.
Yeah. If you guys see Sam around, or if you aren't subscribed to his channel, Kingdom Currency, get over there and give him a sub and give him a congratulations, because he's got a new baby girl, a baby Sam. She is really.
Naomi Peace, I believe, is her name.
It is. That's a great name too.
Yeah.
Steven.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, Mike, I will try to remember to reach out to you either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. So what Mike's talking about, Mike Noodle, is, as you know, he is I'm going to say the better half, but don't tell Matt, of the Coin Show podcast. And I've been on it a couple times. Amanda's been on it. Shannon's been on it. I think this coming Saturday you guys are going to be on it?
I think so. I think that's the plan.
This coming Saturday, Sean and Adam will be on the coin. It's just because of the hot sauce, Mike. It's the hot sauce. We'll be on the Coin Show podcast for their little chit-chatty. So get on over there. It is so much fun. I had a blast the couple times that I did it. You guys are going to have so much fun. Those guys are great. I got to be on with some amazing folks last time. So, yeah, I don't know who they're having on next time, but yeah, super fun.
Fun time.
So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I got to mute for a minute. So if you guys want to chit chat, or what do you want to do? Because it's getting a little noisy in my house here. Do you want to start looking at coins? We can bring that up.
Joey found his 8th duplicate star note. Speaking of Sam.
Nice.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Hopefully we'll find the other half of that.
I didn't know that was still a thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Go ahead, Paul.
No, you go ahead.
It was a busy show this weekend. If anybody went to St. Louis, they had a coin show this weekend. It was very, very busy. Usually Friday was really busy. Saturday kind of calmed down a little bit. Got busy towards the end. I didn't go on Sunday, but found a lot of really nice stuff. So
nice.
You do pretty well with that.
I wanted to remind everybody that March 16th is the auction for St. Jude's on Ida Herring's channel. It'll be the 16th, and I'm sure the 17th, maybe the 18th. We have a lot of stuff.
That's a Sunday,
It is not too late to donate. If you want to donate to that auction, she's taking donations to the end of the month. So get on over to Ida's channel, Ida Herring. If somebody could throw her link in the chat, that'd be amazing. And give her a subscription. She has some videos. Also, there's a little bit of a contest. There will be some amazing giveaways for people that do shout out videos for the St. Jude's auction. So there's instructions on how to do that too on Ida's channel. Make sure that you get those done by the end of the month, end of February, and follow the instructions, because there's a hashtag that you need to attach to your video, and you need to email Ida and let her know that you did one so she can enter you into her drawing. But last year we raised $27,000, and this year we have a $50,000 goal. Hefty goal. But we can do it. So this community is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah.
And that's Sunday, right?
And that's Saturday.
16th is a Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday.
So I
and
will be at the ANA.
That's okay. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. And we should be able to get everything in. Last year, I think we ran like 12 hours each day. So sure, Mike. Yeah, absolutely. Send me a message. Yeah, any donations, any help is absolutely welcome. And obviously I'm encouraging it, because this is a cause that Ida Herring is a huge pillar in this coin community, and this charity is near and dear to her heart and mine and lots of other people's. But Ida does a ton for the community, so this is how we can give back to her, by helping her out. So yeah, and it's for the kids. Come on,
Clicky the linky.
Clicky the linky. And I'm not wearing a unicorn costume this year. Anyway, all right.
No more unicorn costume.
Nobody has anything else. I think that we can look at some coins, eh?
Some legit coins.
Hey, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Sean.
Yeah, I was going to say some legit coins and some not so legit.
Some legit and some not so legit. Exactly. Yeah, really fun. And I wanted to remind you guys, well, not really remind you, but let you guys know that we are going to start picking entries for the show from our Facebook group. So we're encouraging you to utilize our Facebook group if you have Facebook, because yeah, we're gonna start using that to draw from for our submissions. Felties coins. Please send me an email if you can, because Mike Noodle, who's in the chat, would love to send you some stuff. And we still want to get you that ANA membership. So if there's a problem, just shoot me an email and let me know. If that's something that your folks don't want you to do or something, we totally understand that. But yeah, Mike Noodle wants to send you some stuff. So
that's
all right.
And I went ahead and I pinned the email to the top of the chat in the event anyone has inquiries about their stuff.
We're both Numismatic. We're going to be pulling from the email and the Facebook group. We won't stop the email. We won't. we won't ever stop that. So, but we'll
there's
be pulling from both. So
there's some good stuff going into the Facebook group that
Yes.
they're not sending to the emails, so it's kind of good to get those as well.
Yeah, for
Show
sure.
them off, definitely.
I have sent multiple. Well, you've sent coins. You've sent coin questions, which is fantastic. But we want to know from you and your folks if it's okay for us to help you, but we need your information. We need information from you, like your shipping address, but we can't get that without your folks' permission. So, all right. Welcome to the live coin Q&A for February 12th, 2024. All right, Sean.
So starting with me.
You.
All right.
Yeah,
We got a
because you're down there at the bottom.
Yeah. 1943D PCGS by Ron D. I posted on your Facebook an issue new old collectors might need to know before sending a coin to be graded. I was not aware, and this was farthest from my thoughts looking at this under the microscope.
Yeah, those are tough, man.
Yeah.
And typically very hard to see without really tilting the coin. And isn't it usually like right across the
It's
bust?
usually right across the face, so right
Yeah.
across the reverse on the memorial or
Yeah.
stocks or.
Yeah.
But it definitely takes a lot of different lighting and tilting and they even catch me off guard. So don't feel bad. It happens to a lot of people, believe it or not.
Yeah, they're tough to see.
I've seen a lot of people do their, openings of their grades from PCGS, and usually there's one in there.
Yeah, it's tough. As you can see from this photograph, like I can't see it. I mean, I think it's on the cheek there, but I mean, I can't see it. So I don't know. Is it on the reverse? I don't know.
Do we have any blow-ups of this coin?
I don't think so. I think this is all we had.
Hold on a second. I want to pull this up on my look it up there.
You have a little sampler for us?
Yeah.
Got my first. Oh, nice, Felties. Got his first barber quarter.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think gigantic, huge rubber marks. Yep, just from the counters, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's the as it counts. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it is ever so
Slight.
light. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's on the reverse.
Is it through Unum?
It's actually through
Or
1
Pluribus?
cent. 1 cent. I think is where I see it.
Like going
North and south.
vertical? North to south. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of see it now that you said that.
Yeah, that's where
Like the darker area
darker,
starting
yeah.
at Pluribus there.
you can kind of see like it's almost like a white, like it kind of gives it a little bit of a. If you were to take like a racer and run it over it, something like that, it would kind of like that's what it looks like to me.
Always disappointment. Yeah, this is a beautiful coin too. Yeah, it's too bad. Noodle, I know that guy.
Do they still put a number on it? Do they still grade it?
I think that they gave it a details. Yeah, they gave it details.
They probably call it Unk Details.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Your turn, Adam.
Oh, lamination error from Mike Noodle. Hi, everyone. I found this while going through some Franklins. I have never seen this lamination error like this, or is it something else? Keep up the good work.
Aww.
Oh, yeah, that's a big time.
Lots of, yeah, this has lots of lamination areas, delamination areas for those of you that.
It's a very, very flaky looking croissant there.
It is very flaky.
You don't want to eat it, though. Don't eat it, okay? Nobody.
Yeah,
Don't
it is
pick at
very flaky.
Yeah, see the little piece that had fallen off and folded over right there? That's
Mhm.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
that's
thing
nice.
has-
Yeah, not something that you normally see on these type of coins.
No, we had that great one a couple weeks ago. One that had the delamination, the
Yeah.
whole big chunk of it, they fell out.
Right.
Yeah, that one was cool.
That was what Lincoln said, right?
No, that was a
It was an
Franklin.
NG, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Uh-huh.
Pretty small one.
Well, so technically, so they call them lamination errors, but technically it is a delamination. Why they chose not to use that term when referring to them, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's actually coming off the coin. It's
Yes, it is delaminating.
delaminating.
Yeah.
I like to refer to it as lamination issues because there's an issue with the lamination.
Lamination peels, loss, retained. Yeah.
Scooped out, folded.
So don't pick at this, Mike. Don't pick at it.
Sit down.
Control yourself.
Liberty Bell is cracking up. Irony.
Another crack, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one though. Anytime you get errors on those or the the dollars, big dollars.
Right. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Binary dollar from Uncle Mike. Hello, got this back in change. Thought it was pretty cool and wanted to share. What are your thoughts on it? I think it's pretty cool. You got what, 5 of a kind 6s and 3 of a kind. If that 1-5 had been scooped over there with the other 2, it's a pretty nice find. It's been circulated quite a bit, but you could still get more than face value for it, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And didn't you guys say that 6s are a real popular one on, or is it 8s?
Not usually.
8s are the popular.
7s,
Yeah.
and 0s and 1s.
Okay.
Yeah, sixes are referred to as a flipper number. So when you turn it upside down, it reads a 9 exactly because it's the same type style that they used. So, but they're only worth more when they're combined with either 0s or 9s. So other flipper numbers.
Gotcha.
As well, but sixes with 5s, you could say it's not the most popular numbers, but. Still works.
But still, binary and 5 of a kind.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice.
I think it's Amanda's turn.
Machine doubling from a Southern coin hunter. Hello, panel. I was doing a live feed and showed this Jefferson nickel. Shannon saw it and suggested I send some photos. It is very strong machine doubling, and I think it will be a great teaching tool.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's found several of these that are good for reference. Good reference guide.
Yeah. Yeah. See how that cuts in, especially you can see it really good on that 0.
Yeah, the top of that 0, look how little. Yeah, how small that top piece is.
Yeah.
So Paula, in your most Cliff Notes of ways, how would you describe something like this to someone new? Because apparently this is something that's still a little bit Greek to a lot of the newer collectors.
Well, so this is a great picture right here because you have 2 zeros that are exactly the same size and everything. That 1 0 in front of the 2 that has the machine doubling so evident, you can tell that it is not a double die because it's still the exact same size. Size of it hasn't changed. You haven't added anything to it. So it's the same size as the second 0. But that machine doubling, that die has come down and squished that 0 and flattened that out. So it has reduced the top of it. It's made the top of it appear skinnier. And then you have that flat shelf area. But the device itself has not increased in size at all. Still the exact same size. So yeah, nothing has changed other than it got flat, got squished.
Yeah, that is a good comparison. I didn't think about that, but the 2 zeros, you can definitely tell what the difference is.
And if you ever want to know, you can always find another example that doesn't have the machine doubling. And if you have the ability and the technical skills, which I don't, you can do an overlay to see if that has increased it in size at all. There are some great photos out there. Blaine supplied us with a great photo, and I really need to add it to the Facebook group, where he actually took a cross-cut photo of the, like, I think it was 57D, because 57Ds are notorious for machine doubling, much like the 69S's. But he took like a cross section and showed how it's so flat.
Right.
Yeah.
Those pictures, I know that's where Shay said he was trying to talk to Blaine about those pictures, because they're crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Whoops, show the reverse. That's the only photo that we have, the photos that we have. But it's the same thing you can see with Liberty there. That has decreased that size. It's made the top, which is the part of the device that you see first, the top of it, it's made it skinnier and smaller in size. It shrunk it down because it squished it and made it that like a shelf, like a flat shelf. So you could duplicate this with like sand or Play-Doh. You can take something and like squish part of it down, and you'll notice that it doesn't increase the size of it at all. It just cuts into it, and the other part will be skinnier. So that's the best way I can describe it without actually showing it to you. But this shows it perfectly because you have side-by-side zeros that are the exact same size. Nothing has increased. So,
you know, I've actually used machine doubling as an integral part to explaining what a real repunch mid-mark could look like. Because oftentimes I've had people that have messaged me like, hey, I found this really cool repunch mid-mark, and when you look at it, you know, the Denver or San Francisco mid-mark is, you know, machine doubled. And the way that you'll know is that other devices around it, like maybe a bottom of a wreath or another device, would also exhibit that same machine doubling.
Yeah, like Lincoln Sense, anything that's prior to 1990, so 1989 and before, if you have the exact same doubling on the mint mark and the date, it's machine doubling 99.99999% of the time, because the mint mark was added after the supposed double die would happen, or the mint mark was doubled after the rest of the die was created. So
because they were hand stamping.
Because they were hand punched into the dies, the working dies. Yeah.
What's up, Frostbite?
Yes. So I actually call this. So Alan Herbert coined the term strike doubling years ago, and he has since he's passed away, but prior to him passing, he wrote an article, and I think it was an NGC website. Either NGC or PCGS published it, where he regrets using the term strike doubling because it has zero to do with the strike. The strike is done, happens. The strike is over. So I like to use the term machine doubling damage, MDD, because that's exactly what it is. It is damage. And there's just no two ways about it. People do sell it and people buy it. But should you? Well, that's really up to you. You get to collect what you like, right? But from a collector's standpoint, from a variety collector or an error collector, it is neither a variety nor an error. It's damage and has no added value. So,
but if you have a book of damaged coins, it fits pretty good in there.
And there's extreme examples that people just think are cool, right? I buy damaged coins all the time because I'm an elongated cent collector. And those are damaged coins. I buy damaged coins all the time, encased cents. When you pull these out, they're damaged. When you remove them from this, so I buy damaged coins all the time. This is machine doubling damage, so you get to collect what you like, you get to pay for, you get to buy what you like.
I have bought some counter stamp coins. Those are cool.
I have bought counter stamp coins too. There's a whole collector genre of hold coins, right? So
collector inspector, the last year that the mint had done the hand punched mint marks into the working dies was 1989. So you can find RPMs all throughout the 80s of Lincoln cents and things like that.
I'm going to pretend Frostbite didn't just say that.
No, right?
Move right along.
Didn't say
Please
that.
don't crush me like that other dude from Arville E. So I purchased a lot of Buffalo nickels on whatnot a couple weeks ago. I've been slowly going through them and noticed this coin. I just figured it was severely damaged and flipped it over to look for a mint mark and saw some seemingly out of place letters below 5 cents. Hopefully it is something cool so we can consign it to the dude that already has 75 million on the table from Heritage. Maybe he can make my damage turn into gold. Oh
God.
Well.
That thing's been crushed.
Well, darn.
Wow.
I don't have anything nice to say.
I don't get it. What's wrong with it?
I don't get it. Nothing. It's perfectly fine. They meant to do that.
Well, hey, at least it's a 1936, and it's not like, a three-legger or, one of the great tough dates of the early 20s.
Yeah.
Looks like MS-70. That's right.
Full horn? Yeah, on the obverse. It's got a full horn on the obverse. There again, you get to collect what you like. So,
right.
Like Shannon said, I actually have an album full of damaged coins. I didn't buy them. I found them, but I kept them for educational reasons. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Those just aren't letters. They're just well, that's letters, but it's all damage. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's all damage.
Thanks, coaches. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button,
please.
Yeah. So sorry. I do too, Matthew. I do too. The great thing about damaged coins and collecting them is they typically don't cost you a dime because you will find them. You will find them. And they're pretty easy to find. So
you're next, Sean. All right, we got a cap die from Lauren. Hi all. First, thank you for all you guys do. Yeah. I have a 1990 question mark. I think it is a 5. That is either a cap die or major grease error. What do you guys think? And thank you.
So this was a last minute addition. I just added this today. I'm just going to give my input, Sean, and then you can say what you think, and you guys can all chime in. I couldn't give a definitive answer because the rim is so damaged. I can't tell if it's a fully struck rim or not, which is the best way to tell between when they're like this, between a struck through cap die or major grease die, because a struck through cap die won't have a fully formed design rim, and a struck through grease will. So that's just my opinion. I can't, if I was to take a guess, I would say it was a struck through cap die. That would be my best guess. But no,
I probably agree. But the ribs were just really, really. I mean, it's a zinc-in, right? So it's not the most prettiest of examples I've seen, and there's little things like all the little hits and nicks on the rim that cast a little bit of doubt into
right
what I think should be a struck through later stage cap die. You can't see a partial date in there, and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I'm not sure that because it's so damaged, like it really has a lot of damage. I think either way you would, if you were to sell it, you'd probably only get a couple bucks either way. So yeah, I put it up just so we could kind of have a discussion about it. Maybe again, use it as a teaching tool that the date and the face look like well struck. The TB cap die stage. I can't see what he's saying. Even at a late stage, it's not that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Mike, on a much later stage cap die where the cap at that point after many strikes would be nice and flat and very thin, like razor thin, then you get some punch through of the original devices from the die that would be recognizable onto the host coin. And that's even with it through a cap.
Yeah, these will oftentimes get like super thin. They'll wrinkle. They get pretty cool looking sometimes because they get wrinkled and they'll
kind of fold into itself.
Fold into themselves. All kinds of things can happen with this. And like I said, if this, I can't make a call on it because sometimes I look at it and I think, okay, well that does look like a design rim, and it looks like maybe at one time it was fully struck. So, but I could go either way. It does. It absolutely, Matthew. Yeah, for sure. I would not make a call on this. Like for Mike Diamond probably would. Ken Potter probably would. I myself wouldn't make a definitive call on this. And I just don't think it really makes any difference with it being in such rough shape. I think it's too damaged to make any difference. Unfortunately. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you went through that because when I saw that, I was thinking I have no clue.
Well, see how weird, like how thin and stuff the date looks? It has the same appearance sometimes on both, on the struck grease and on super abraded dyes. Like it'll get the weird thin looking kind of look to it. So
I think the one thing that helps this coin out is the fact that it's got a really nice hammered reverse strike.
Yeah.
Which leads me more toward the cap die part of it rather than, strike through.
Yeah, because that's a good point. Because a lot of times when you get them this heavy,
the grease is on both sides.
Yeah, it's on both sides a lot of times. So, yeah. Okay. Adam. Someone wake Adam up. Adam, wake up.
If he's not there, I'll just do it.
Okay, you do it.
1972 Lincoln cent with DDO from original ATOGS coins. I found this 1972 cent in a roll I picked up from my LCS. Due to volume, they send bulk dated coins to the bank. This penny has a cherry picker's guide variety. I have been able to match it with the FS103, aka DDO 003 Stage E on Variety Vista. This may be one of my best finds ever, and it is in stellar condition too. Thank you for having an awesome show and giving great information out to the community. Thank you, ATOG. Very kind. Very kind.
That is so kind. So nice.
And that's a really good looking coin.
Very pretty coin.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It gets even better up close, though.
Yeah.
You can see it on the date. Look at Liberty.
Now, this, if you guys remember what we looked at with the nickel, notice how much thicker and how much more is added to these devices. And also how the doubling is the same height. Like it's not flat, it's the same height as the rest of the device.
Felties, it's a double die obverse.
It is a doubled die
See,
obverse.
you can really tell on that "we" to the
Mhm.
left-hand side, there's additional metal
And the
going.
T's in trust. Yeah.
The R's good looking.
Nope.
Yeah,
So,
Dirty Water, that's ATOGs.
Congratulations, ATOG.
You picked that up before you did. I'm surprised.
Super nice. And you know what's great, you guys, is that you can pick these up, maybe not in this nicest shape, but in decent shape. There's what are there, 9 different double die obverses for 72?
Well, there's 9 different FS listed ones.
FS listed.
Yeah, there's a few more I think beyond that that are minor, but yeah, there's 9 main ones.
Okay. But for many of them, absent the 001 and the 004, many of them you can pick up for pretty cheap, or you can, and actually they're pretty abundant, many of them, so you can find them pretty easily if you search enough coins. But you can pick them up, and they're a great example to have for your collection to show you actual doubling. That L is a great one right there.
Yeah, so because Felties is having trouble seeing what we're talking about. And that L is really a good example, because if you look at the bottom of the L, you see a separation line between the normal device and the extra doubling. And all of the letters look like they're just kind of smushed down, you know, on from the top to the bottom. So like the B has really small holes that look like kind of cat's eyes. They're not, you know, fully formed holes, I guess you'd say. So those are the things that you kind of look for on a double die like this.
Mine too, Joe. I think the 72 is one of my first ones. I think it was a 0. I think it was the 8. That was my first one. The 008 was my first. But yeah, and that's a great point. On the 72s, they're from all 3 mints. Master die doubling is a super common thing to see on them. If you get familiar with it and you familiarize yourself with what it looks like, you can spot it right away. But that may fool you when you first see it, when you find the master die doubling. But if you go to Wexler's, he has a great explanation on master die doubling on the 72s. And I think I don't know if Chuck has one on his website or not, Copper Coins, but I think Wexler has it on his, and Lincoln Cent Resource has an explanation. So yeah, there's a ton of dates in different denominations with master die doubling, but the 72 is one of the most like well-known one. Hey, Malcolm. So yeah, great. Congratulations, ATOG. That's a great example.
Yeah, that's an awesome find.
Amanda.
Double-headed Indian head sent from Coco. Hi there, I have pictures of what I think is a magician's coin. The only thing is I'm not entirely sure. I have sent you some pictures. I'm a big fan of the channel. Thank you.
Thanks, Coco.
I would say so. I would say it's probably a magician's coin. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having that.
Why would somebody use these Especially 1866. Come on.
They use all kinds of things for it. I have one that's a Lincoln wheat cent with a mercury dime on the other side.
Well,
1866
it does
is
appear
extremely-
that they didn't use genuine coins for this.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, just look at the Liberty's eyes on that 1866
Right.
version right
Yeah.
there. How it's all sunken in, and the big old apple cheek, and
The
Yeah.
cheek, yeah, I was gonna say the cheek.
fixes in the date are just huge on there. So yeah, I mean, because I don't see the character kind of like little split line that goes usually, around the edge.
But I think Adam wanted to know why they would like what magician is like using Indian head sense for like a trick. I don't know. Or were they using it? I mean, obviously this is a more modern thing. So why are they using Indian head sense for magic tricks? I don't know.
Or it could just be a novelty. Like we've seen too many like candy
true.
$1 magician's coins. Maybe there's some company out there just doing different variants of the things.
Yeah, the bust is the point. Yeah, it's a pretty funky little thing there.
And for as nice as a condition as both sides are, they have like half a diamond on the ribbon, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I know, right? I think it's cool though. I mean,
yeah.
I have not seen one of these before. We've seen a lot of magician's coins on the show, but I have not seen one of these before. So that's cool. This one's fun. This one's a lot of fun. So this one came from our Facebook group. It also was posted on Jack's Fun with Fakes, I think. I think it was posted on his Fun with Fakes Facebook group. And he said, I've lost touch with pricing. Is this a reasonable price for a semi-key date Lincoln set? I want to post this up and let...
I remember seeing this. Jack's funny. I love Jack.
Yeah, I want to post this up and let everybody in the chat just kind of sit on it for a minute and see what they have to say about it. We'll give you some better pictures. There you go. Shuri, thanks for coming. Just letting you guys take a good look at it and let us know what you think.
Questionable toning.
Look at everything about the coin.
Well, the 2 of the date certainly looks weird, and not to mention the C and set looks kind of funny. It looks like a bent piece of rebar or something.
Do we have any close-ups of it? So there you go. So when this first was posted up, I looked at it and I thought, man, it looks really grainy and just kind of weird. I hadn't even really looked at the details close at first, but I just thought that it just looks odd. Like it looks off. And then when you pull up, because obviously nobody can, other than like Chuck, know like every detail of a Lincoln set by heart. I often will pull up coins from CoinFacts, PCGS CoinFacts, and as comparison coins because they're the most perfect examples you can find. And right away, like Sean said, the 2, I mean the entire date, but the 2 especially, and then you look at we, and then you look at God, and the O is all weird. If you get close into the details, they're really weird. All of the details in the reverse are mushy and rounded. Like it just, the whole thing is just weird. And then Jack Young, because being the amazing person he is, found all of these examples and they're exactly the same. And so you can see the 2 and the date is weird. And
well, you know what's funny? When he showed that, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty neat looking 1926 Philadelphia coin. Come to find out, it's an S mint. And I'm like, why is it got a micro S mint mark on there?
Yeah. Yeah, so many of you are probably going, why would they counterfeit a 1926S? Like, it's not one of the more common dates, you know, that people like the 09 SVDB and the 14D and stuff. Everybody is familiar with that and that they counterfeit that. An interesting thing is that Chuck Daughtry from Copper Coins actually has an entire wheat set of counterfeits. The entire set. So, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Like, I guess nothing is off limits.
Well, just like, you know, Henning did the nickel. Why did he do a nickel instead of a quarter or what? So that, you know, people don't notice it. And if you do, you know, 1 million pennies and people don't notice it, you know, you could probably make some money.
Sliding under the radar there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that darn mint mark above the Monticello just gave it away.
Right.
You had one job.
How silly could you be?
Right? So, yeah. Yeah, super, super cool. That was a fun one. That went back and forth on the Facebook groups for quite a while. Different comments and stuff. So, counterfeit shield, right, Matthew? Oh my gosh. Steve Harris sent 2 emails today. Did you? Yes, we did. So you guys have to understand our email gets very, very full. We are typically a week to a week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks out. We'd like to try to get to them quicker than that. That's why we encourage you to use the Facebook group, because it's usually your question gets answered faster, but your emails are answered in the order they come. So we always answer the oldest to the newest. So if you're in a hurry to get a reply, if it's something like you need it right now, I would really encourage you to use our Facebook group. Yeah. Otherwise, like, shoot us an email and say SOS. I don't know, but yeah. So just you guys have been amazing with us, and your patience is amazing. And I know over the holidays we got really far behind, but you guys were great and gave us some grace, and we appreciate that. So, yeah. Thank you, Dennis.
Mr. Dennis. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, the butt coin, my granddaughter's butthole. Yeah, interesting fact. My granddaughter may have got some weird tropical virus from that coin she swallowed. She's been sick. So, in fact,
poor kid.
Yeah, her mom took her to the doctor today because she's just got this like lingering cough, and she's just not herself. So she took her.
And do you think it's from the coin that she swallowed?
I don't know.
Kind of hard to say, huh?
It is hard to say. The thing is so even Izzy said today, maybe I'm sick from the coin I swallowed, and I hadn't even thought about it. But it's possible that she could have got some weird like virus or something from it. I don't know, but yeah, she just has. But there's so many weird bugs going around, and the kids they lick everything and they touch everything, and you never know. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, Steve. Yeah, I did see them when they came in today, and so we will get to them for sure. And understand this too. We've had a couple emails. People have sent repeated emails thinking that if they keep sending us the same email, we'll read it faster. That just bumps you further to the bottom of the pile. So don't do that. Don't do that. That literally will shift your email down to the bottom of the queue if you do that. So
yeah, nobody knows about that. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of gross to think out of it. So anyway, I have nothing further. Nothing further. Great coin tonight. Great
Brand new
submission.
2024 coins are out there, so let's find something cool out there. You know,
I have not found anything yet.
yeah, neither have I. Apparently, the Denver Lincoln Shield sets were the first ones to hit circulation.
Yeah, you said that. I think you mentioned that they were. You saw them on eBay too, right? They were going for like
A stupid amount of money.
exorbitant amounts of money.
Yeah. The first one I think was like 30 rolls, and it ended up selling for like $11 a roll as a lot. So it was like $360 out the door. Kind of crazy. And it's like this every year, you know, and a lot of people keep asking why, you know. It's like, well, when you obtain the coins, you're the first at everything. You can be the first person to find something neat out of there. You could be the first person to have that top pop coin through the grading company. You could be, you know, there's a lot of things that are involved, and it's usually the same folks that buy them at the very beginning. It's not like that there's this big huge hidden market for them from hundreds of people. It's really just like a few, like some of the key attributors of Lincoln sets. They go out of their way. I know Chuck does every year. Chuck does a bounty on him, you know, where he's paying like right out of the gate like $200 a box or something.
Yeah,
like
I haven't
that.
seen him do that this year.
No, he hasn't. I think he's trying to get away from social media. He's just like over it right now.
Yeah,
So,
he is.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It could be a pretty toxic, you know, thing. And
yeah. I wanted to mention that Amanda and I are going to be doing a little bit of a not a roll reveal. Chuck and Eric, they do roll reveals. We're going to be. Amanda bought a couple bank original rolls of 69 Canadian dimes, 1969 Canadian dimes. She sent me one roll, and she has a roll. So we're going to be opening those, the 61Ds and the 71s, right? Lincoln cents, 61Ds and 71s, Lincoln cents. We're going to be opening rolls of that, and I think we're going to do that on Thursday on this channel. So keep an eye out. Make sure you guys have the bell rung. I'm not sure what time, probably around 3:30ish Pacific. So just make sure you have the bell rung and keep an eye out. I'm sure Amanda will post the video up, or the whatever it's called, the live stream notice ahead of time. So, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. They've been sitting there, and I've been staring at them for over a week, and it's driving me nuts.
Well, what kind of rolls are they?
They're original rolls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, original rolls. So the 69 Canadian dime is going to be fun. I don't think we're going to find a large date, but you never know. Yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for, Joey, that large date on that Canadian dime. You never know. I don't know if there's anything else. Amanda, have you looked?
Oh, sorry. I was going to say there's a couple of questions in the chat.
Okay.
William said, I got a receipt email for the 1883 American Journal of Numismatics, January and July. What do we think of those?
Huh?
Are you saying it's magazines that are from, like, the journal from 1883? Because that would be pretty cool.
Receipt email for the 1883 American Journal of Numismatics, July 20. Yeah, I know nothing about 1883 American Journal of Numismatics. If they had it and you have one, that's great. I don't know. I know a lot of times those older journals and stuff like that can be pretty valuable. So I don't know anything about it. Yeah, 1883. I don't know. Did they have a Journal of Numismatics in 1883? I don't know. I don't know. Was it?
Imagine being a coin collector in the 1880s. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Sheree Ward asked, what banknote book do you recommend for U.S. errors and early on U.S. bills containing grading tips, prices, and such? I don't know.
Guy down there, he has. Don't you have those books? Don't you have one? Oh, there you go. Shannon's got one.
I got
too.
one of
I got
these.
a couple other ones.
This one's decent. I mean, it goes through and tells you about all the bills and kind of gives some pricing. You know, of course, price guide is only as good as suggestion, I guess.
That's awesome, William.
There's a bunch of.
Yeah, that's a good one, Shannon. I also like the United States paper money book. It's all purpose. You know, it talks about every single series that the BEP has ever made. Friedberg numbers, even talks a little bit about errors. Here's one that just came out from Mike Abramson. I think Mike beat Sam to the punch, but this is the new fancy serial number banknotes book right here. So this one just came out. I think it might be on Amazon, but it's got some really beautiful full color photos in there.
Wow, yeah, it does.
It talks specifically just fancy serial numbers. So if that's your thing, then this does it. So I just got that one.
Cool.
Brand new. It just came out like a week and a half ago.
Very cool. Well, we're also going to be having, I'm going to talk to Sean at the Sean 2, not this Sean 2. I think I'm going to see if about having him on at the end of the month to talk about his new book, Improper Alloy Mixes, the rabbit hole of the improper alloy mix. So everybody, we often feature coins that are improper alloy mixes and stuff. So he wrote a whole book about it. So we are going to have him on to talk about it.
Available on sale on Amazon.
It is, and we will be giving one away too. We've given one away before, and we'll be giving TEW Sean 2. Bless me. We'll be giving one away when he's on. So yeah. So watch for that. Excited to have him on. And Blaine is on vacation right now, taking the trip of a lifetime and didn't invite me. How rude. But and he'll be on too again. So possibly permanently.
Permanent fixture. Someone has to replace the big guy.
Whatever.
You're
irreplaceable. Irreplaceable.
I am replaceable. You're right.
You're irreplaceable.
I have selective hearing, so you already knew that, though.
We can't replace you. Yeah, his book is great. So if you guys don't want to wait to try to win one, we encourage you to buy one. He's also got the rabbit hole of the 1909 Lincoln set. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. All right. Well, my grandson's getting really loud out there.
And the bird's going crazy.
All right, you guys. Well, I think that's it. So I think we're going to bid everybody adieu. Make sure you guys watch Coin Show Podcast Saturday. Tom and Adam will probably be on there. I'm sure they will.
Yep.
So, well, at least I'll be there. I don't know about Adam.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
He'll be there.
You better be there.
Make sure you send him.
What time is that anyway?
I don't know. You need to send Mike an email.
Oh, okay.
He'll give you all the details.
Yeah, I asked him. He hasn't. He might have reached out back to me. I don't know, but
yeah, I put it in your inbox.
Oh, by the way, you're 1969 dimes. I went on Coins in Canada's website. There's not a whole lot else to look for.
Yeah,
except maybe PL proof-like examples, but that's about it.
7 Central.
Okay. All right, 7 Central. Okay. When are you guys gonna put it? Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of books, Joe Cronin's new book on the Henning nickel is set to release in March. So keep an eye on that. I'm sure we will have copies to give away to you guys, and we'll let you know. And I'm sure we'll have him on to talk about it. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, a lot of interesting specialty books coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Lighten up your numismatic library. These are
from actual authors and people that know coins, that really know coins.
Right.
Yeah, especially the Spadunkadunk book.
Yeah, the Spadunkadunk from Spadunkadone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't buy that one.
He's a
All
good
right,
friend of mine. We go way back.
Have a great week, everybody. Search some coins. Make sure you guys have our bell rung so you'll know when we go live on Thursday. And get over and subscribe to Coin Show Podcast and Ida Herring.
Yeah, happy VD Day, by the way.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. All right, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.